In the next 10 minutes, I'm giving you 10 perfect movies about world wars that I found so underrated, but they actually worth your time. No same basic titles, no war documentary, just raw, solid picks you probably haven't seen yet. If you're tired of the same war movies on every list, this one's gonna be different. So, let's get into it.
Niemand will hier Deutsche sehen. Dänemark ist nicht Ihr Freund.
Das ist mein Land, habt ihr verstanden?
Number 10. This one is a masterpiece. Let me tell you this story. It's about some young German soldiers who get captured by the Danes after World War II. And instead of going to some normal prison, they are forced to dig out landmines on the beach with their bare hands.
Könnt ihr nach Hause gehen? Habt ihr verstanden? Ob ihr mich verstanden habt?
You know what makes Land of Mine crazy is that how you go and think, okay, these are the bad guys, but the movie flips that on you like real quick. You start seeing these kids for what they are, just kids, scared out of their minds and trying to stay alive. It's brutal and it's slow tension all the way through. And if you ask me, I say it's one of the most intense war movies you can find out there. And it doesn't need even a single battle scene. Can you believe that? It's super underrated.
Es ist fast vorbei.
Ich komm wieder nach Hause.
Ich komme wieder nach Hause.
He trod on a mine. Where?
Whoa, wait. I think I found something.
Number 9. This one's technically not a World War film, but hear me out because it belongs in this list. It's based on a real mission during the war in Afghanistan where a group of British soldiers gets trapped in an area full of landmines. Yeah, again, it's about landmines. You see, there's barely any action in the traditional sense. No big explosions, no gunfights, just pure stress. When I was watching the movie, every step they took and every move, I was like holding my breath.
What do we do? What do we do?
Kajaki, the true story, is like a horror movie, but the monster is the ground. It's low budget, super grounded, and has that greedy realness that we don't see too often in most of the war movies.
You're not dying today, yeah?
Number 8. Man, this one is just disturbing. It is a Soviet film that throws you straight into the madness of Nazi-occupied Belarus, all through the eyes of a kid, and not in a soft, emotional way. Watching Come & See for me was like being trapped in someone's nightmare. Chaotic visuals and a constant sound of off balance. The way it's shot makes you feel like you're losing your mind with the main character. You don't just watch war in this movie, you feel it messing with your brain. You know what I like about this movie? That you can watch the main character change his face throughout the movie. So I tell you, if you're into heavy haunting stuff, this is the one.
Stand! Why should I believe that you're any better than those men?
I have nothing in common with these people.
Number 7. Let's go for something a bit different now. This is a slower, more personal take on war. It's about this French woman living under German occupation who ends up falling in love with one of the soldiers. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a romance, but it's not the cheesy type.
The piano is yours, I imagine.
Suite Française is all about tension, the awkward stares, the town gossip, things people don't say out loud. I would say it's more psychological than romantic.
They think you're hiding someone. If I had the slightest suspicion, it would be my duty to act on it.
It's not a action-packed movie, but it does a very good job in showing what it's like living in a war zone without ever picking up a gun. Quiet, emotional, and again, super underrated.
Careful.
Number 6. Okay, this one's a straight up art house. The Painted Bird follows this kid just trying to survive in Eastern Europe during the war, and is shot in black and white, barely any dialogue, and somehow still gripping as hell. You know he's not really going anywhere, but each place he ends up is worse than the last. You just keep thinking, damn, how much more can this kid take? It's like war just keeps chewing him up and spitting him back out. It's not a feel-good movie, like at all. But the visuals are insane and the vibe is super haunting. If you want something different that will stick in your brain, this is it. Number 5. This one's from the German side, which is quite rare. And it's about this teenage girl whose parents were straight up Nazis. After the war ends, her and her siblings are basically left on their own, walking across the country and trying to survive.
Das ist mein Bruder, Peter. Hat Hunger.
What makes lore interesting is how it shows the war ending, but not really ending, you know? She's been fed Nazi propaganda her whole life, and now she has to unlearn all of it while literally trying to stay alive.
Warum magst du ihn eigentlich nicht? Er ist ein Parasit.
It's more character driven than plot heavy, but that's what makes it a good movie. It's all quiet, survival, and internal conflict, and it somehow does all of that without being preachy. Number 4. Now we're getting dark. This one is about the Sonderkommando, Jewish prisoners in Auschwitz who were forced to help operate the gas chambers in exchange for their lives. Yeah, it's exactly as heavy as it sounds.
We don't kill people. We don't? We put them in the rooms, walk them in and strip them. Look them in the face and say it's safe. What the hell is that?
This one doesn't give you any heroes. It's all about people trying to survive inside hell, making impossible choices you can't even think about. When you watch the movie, you're uncomfortable the whole way. The gray zone is intense and disturbing, but it's one of those movies that stays with you, because not many war films go this deep into the moral chaos like this one does.
Doing the killing.
Wij staan op dit moment in het midden van een van de grootste omwentelingen die de Europese geschiedenis ooit heeft gekend.
Number 3. It is based on a true story about a guy who's secretly finding the Dutch resistance, literally under the Nazis' noses.
Alle Joodse gezinnen in Zaandam kregen dit.
There's not a ton of action here, but it's tense in a kinda different way. It's more about the pressure, the risk, the secrecy we can say, because every move he makes could get him and everyone he knows killed.
Zijn wij veilig?
Meneer Van Hal.
If you like war stories that feel like spy thrillers, but still stay grounded, this is a very good pick. It's got that low-key intensity as well.
Vindt u ook niet dat het tijd wordt om terug te vechten?
Number 2. I don't know, this one is unreal and is based on a true story. A German deserter finds an officer's uniform in the last days of the war, puts it on, and suddenly people start following him like he's the charge. So he just goes on with it.
Freitag meldet sich zur Stelle, Herr Hauptmann. Bitte gehorsamst mich Herrn Hauptmann unterstellen zu dürfen.
At first, it seems like he's doing it to survive, but then it gets dark, like really dark. You will see how fast power can change someone, especially when no one's watching.
Der Führer hat mich persönlich beauftragt, alle erforderlichen Maßnahmen zu ergreifen, wenn immer.
The captain is gritty, unpredictable, and kinda terrifying. One of those movies that make you think, how the hell did this really happen?
Was immer einen durch die tote Zeit bringt.
Number 1. And this is not flashy, not expensive, but it's got something I couldn't find in any other war movies. The real vibe. My Honor Was Loyalty follows an SS soldier near the end of the war who starts realizing the truth about everything he believed in. It's quiet, slow, and super character driven. It's all about the character. You know that you can feel that inner shift happening scene by scene. They say it's a rough movie. Sure, but that's what makes it work. It's raw, feels real, and it's the kind of movie that you will remember for a long time. Now, if you're a freak like me who likes movies that make him uncomfortable, I made this video just for us.